That's Benjamin, brother. Say it again.
What's going on, folks? Now, if you have not gotten what's going on with the show, basically what I do is I say what I feel, do what I do what I feel like doing, because in essence, I'm trying to get this show to be at a point where it can be something where everybody is tuning in. But I'm going to spend the whole year trying to figure out who my people are that are watching the show. So, today's topic, with that being said, is Republicans versus the Democrats. Now, that's not to say that I would rather be a Republican or a Democrat. That is just to point out to you that, listen, I have been doing my research. Obama is president now. Yay. A brother in the White House. A black man in the White House. I dig that. But one thing I want you to understand. Since my very first show, I've had something to say as far as Obama being president. Should he be? Right now, should he be a president? Well, I mean, whatever I say, whatever I feel will be an opinion. There's no fact. Even if you tell me and there's 1,000 of y'all that say that he should be and 500 of you say he shouldn't be, we would still be just saying an opinion. We wouldn't be saying a fact, okay? But one thing I have seen is that with Obama being a president right now, people are focused on their political views. A lot of people are focusing on how politics should be. A lot of people are paying attention to the different things that are going on with Obama as opposed to any other president that we've had. You dig what I'm saying? He seems to be a more likable person, a more likable president. You understand? Sitting inside the office. So now people are paying attention to every move he makes. Not the people who already were watchdogs, but now people who are not even into politics because they felt it was nothing about them. It was nothing that had to do with them. Right now we're seeing people and hearing the people, and you are those people that are now reading your paper and following his every step and seeing what it is that politics is about. So we're learning a big lesson. Big thing that comes to me ever since he's been elected is, hey, how do you feel about him being a president? Well, I say this. I always say it this way. I'm glad for the historical significance. I'm glad that there's a black man in the office. I'm happy about that. But at the same time, he can be the worst president we've ever had. Okay? All right. So we're going to get into Republican versus Democrat. Did a little research. I figured, let me put this out there because one thing that I've always been taught, I shouldn't even say taught, one thing I've been exposed to is the Republican side. Even though in my mind, I've been a Democrat. So the only reason I can say that is based on my research right now. So let's get into it. Now, one thing I've heard from my man, I won't say his name, but he said that back in the days, we were all Republicans as far as black folks. We were all Republican. We all had Republican ideals. We all went for that. And then for somehow or another, based on certain events, basically around the civil rights era, we switched into being Democrats based on things that went on in that time period. So let me point some of this stuff out. We're going to start with Democrats. Now, Democrats believe that might makes right. Rule by majority. Power of oligarchy. Oligarchy being a little bunch of people running one big thing. Now, I'm going to explain that. When I say might makes right, might means that in order for something to happen and for it to be right, a group of people have got to come together, a democracy, Democrat. You're all about democracy. Before a move is made, the people have got to speak in order for this to happen. Is there something wrong with that? Well, you decide. So like I said, a group of people are voted by the people. The stereotype of democracy, or Democrats, is that they're poor folks. Democracy is minority rules. A voted person is in there speaking for the group of people. You understand what I'm saying? Let's go to Republican. Republicans think right makes might. Rule by law. Power is in the Constitution. Now let me explain this. Right makes right. If you go back to the Constitution, you go back to the laws, basically says that if it is written, then that's what we do. That's how we make our decisions. If it says in the law books or in the Constitution that this is how it is, then that's how we do it. Regardless of the money. This is how we do it. That's what makes a Republican. The stereotype is that rich people are Republicans. And with Republicans, their thing is minority and majority, rule. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you all believe that the Constitution is how we should base our laws, if you believe that the Bible is how we should make our laws, then you're a Republican. Because in essence, you're saying, nobody can tell me what to do because it's already written what we're supposed to do. So do that. Any decisions that are made from abortion down to anything else have already been written as law by God and by the people or the Constitution. That's how things are supposed to go. That would make you a Republican. Democracy is, like I said, voting people in, but you're voting in one or a couple of people to make decisions for you. Republicans are, well, we're voting him in, but he's coming in, or she, on both ends, they're coming in doing what the laws say. You get what I'm saying? Doing what the Constitution say, which are based on the laws. And if you think about laws, laws are really based on the Bible. If you sit there and you look at the Ten Commandments, as far as the King James Version, if you look at the Ten Commandments and you look up the majority of the laws, they all go back to the Bible. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, committing adultery, things of that nature. These are all laws in some form or fashion if they're not broken into something else. They are all based on these Ten Commandments. So now, without going any further, because I think this can actually be a part 1 show, and maybe we do a part 2 show based on your responses. Are you a Republican or a Democrat? We're about to draw the names from the hat.
So there's only 4 names.
So what? Just draw the names from the hat, dummy. Yeah.
I don't know things.
What does it say?
I don't know.
What does it say?
It says this.
Everybody, every man and woman.
I hear you, lad. The big brother's watching.
And you're gonna do it because I said so. I am your father.